that?
I'm not quite sure, but I did like the computers.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing that makes sense. Anyway, it's your big moment. Your first complete task. Can I have the receipt for the flowers?
Yeah. If I've still got them, hang on. Yeah. Oi, I need that one for work.
Typical.
Meaning?
You know.
No, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm afraid my telepathy research project isn't quite working yet, so until then, I'm afraid we're just going to have to communicate the old-fashioned way. Anyway. Yeah, okay. There you go.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Fine. Yeah, I suggested roses, orchids, you know, something with a little class.
Those are extremely classy. Woman in the shop recommended them. They're classic white blooms, beautiful, very tasteful, exactly what we wanted.
Spathler, fine. Peace lilies.
Yeah?
Lilies? God's sake, this is our wedding day, not a funeral. Oh, and look, there's a picture. It's the floral equivalent of a butt plug. Oh, related plants. Titan arum, Amorphalus titarum. From the Greek meaning misshapen penis. Great, so thanks to your genius little bit of forestry, Tom, we now have some giant cockflower to celebrate our wedding day. Oh, and it gets better. Smells of rotting fish, sweaty feet, and a number of other things that possibly represent those manky old toilets by West Park.
Well, I'm going to a street party.
I'm going to go to a pub.
I'll have nothing to do with it. You wouldn't. Hi, Steve.
What's happening?
Just talking about the Silver Jubilee.
I've got you one in, Steve.
Gonna make it a double.
What's something the matter?
I've resigned.
Resigned? What for?
Well, you know those public toilets by West Park?
Don't tell me.
Well, I was walking past there on Sunday, and there was this really nice guy hanging outside. So I walked in. He followed me in, stood 2 stalls away from me. So I had a look. He started playing with himself. Walked a stall closer. Let him have a look. Next thing I know, 2 uniformed police officers came in and arrested me for gross indecency. All I did was have a look. I didn't do anything, honest.
Oh, Steve, that's awful.
How can you be so stupid? You know they watch those toilets.
When they took me down to the station, they said they had officers in the ceiling. And they seen me touch the young guy. I didn't do anything, honest. Turns out he was pretty police.
It's entrapment, that's what it is.
Next day they called Jackson at the school. Called me into his office. Said that I brought him a name of the school into disrepute and what I did was disgusting. So he said if I didn't resign, he'd tell the school governors and they'd be forced to sack me. So it would look better if I resigned.
For him or for you?
Oh, Steve. Steve, that's terrible.
For the school, he said.
It's typical. They entrap us and say we're indecent, not fit to work with children, and then sack us.
What do you expect if you hang around in public toilets?
Well, where else is there for us to go? There's the Jester and the Nightingale. Where else is there for us to meet people like ourselves?
Well, it's a silver bed with Wolverhampton.
Yeah, and all behind closed doors, where no one can see you. And the police taking car numbers by Aston Parish Church when you park by Nightingale in case your car's parked by a cottage.
Look, it's only been 10 years since it was made legal. These things take time. Attitudes change slowly. Changing the law does not change people's attitudes. We have to be careful, not rock the boat.
Oh, they made it legal, alright. But only if you're 21, it's two guys in driving. Just the other week, there was that piece in the Express and Star about two guys called cottages. Next thing, he appeared in the death notices because he committed suicide. Today was the GP. Same thing with that music teacher in Warsaw that involved an 18-year-old. Committed suicide. The guy was old enough to vote and be in the army, but he wasn't old enough to decide who he went to bed with.
Well, I'm sure it'll come handy.
Yeah, but not soon enough. I want change now. We need to get organised and take to the streets. It's not fair that Steve's lost his job. We could organise a petition, write a letter to the governors.
Organise a march.
Right to my MP!
Fine, you do all that, and then what? They'll say you're a troublemaker, a pervert, not fit to work with kids, and then you'll lose your job. And what about your family? Do they know you're a homo?
I hate that word, it's so clinical.
Damn you guys.
I don't care. It's time to make a stand against all this police harassment, against all this prejudice. Things will be so different. One day, things will be different.
How do you mean, Andy?
Well, the age of consent will be the same for everyone. We have legal protections against all the hassle and prejudice. We have employment rights so they can't sack us for who we are. We're about to book a hotel room together, get a mortgage, buy a house together, even get married to each other.
Dream on, Andy. The British public will never wear any of that. You won't be able to get a magazine in W.H. Smith's or the library. You won't be able to take a magazine. Take an advert out of the paper like the Express or the Evening Mail. We'll meet behind closed doors, and that's it. How are we supposed to get married when we can't even meet in public, except a few select bars in cities like London or Birmingham, or in a cottage? Sorry, Steve.
It's all right for you, but what about my job?
We've got to fight for our rights. Make them realise we're here. Things won't change if we force the issue. Make them realise we're here. Teaching their kids, nursing them in hospital, and policing their streets too.
Well, don't forget, things could go the other way too. Jim Callaghan's lost his majority in Parliament. He's got to rely on the Liberals now, and there's the new leader of the Tories, that Maggie Thatcher, milk snatcher. Yeah, well, milk snatcher or not, she's making a name for herself, and things could get a lot worse if she gets in.
She seems alright to me. Russians are calling it Iron Lady.
And we could feel her iron fist if we're not too careful. Not in a good way.
Don't worry. This country will never have a lady Prime Minister.
Look guys, this is getting far too political. I'm off down the Jester. Steve needs cheering up. Come on.
Here. We can drag Andy here off this soapbox.
Alright, alright. Come on, Steve. I'll buy you vodka and orange.
It's all right. Catch up with you later. I've just finished this drink. What I was doing was looking for love. Happy fucking silver Jubilee.
Look, owls are not the same at all. Our farms are much smaller and no smell. They don't smell.
Fine. So we have 500 tiny deformed cock flowers. Does that make it all the better?
Look, they're related, that's all. Doesn't mean that the same. You're related to your mother. Doesn't mean you're a neurotic, semi-functioning alcoholic with an unhealthy obsession with crochet now, does it? You like knitting. It's completely...
Jones!
It's still not working. You don't what?
You know. You're really going to go there? Just leave it, Tom.
Fine. One more thing to add to the list of forbidden conversation topics. So what can we talk about then, Ben?
How about the fact that we're getting married in 10 months? And any time I try to get you to commit to any decision, you change the subject.
This is all you bloody think about at the moment. How do you know last night? I was gagging when I said we wanted an early... Did we want an early night? I didn't exactly mean Coke on Radio 4. But oh no, we had to look at Sam then. Because that was a right passion killer.
Well, I hate to inform you too that my telepathy project isn't going all that great either. So, in future, just say what you mean. Look, this wedding means a lot to me. And it just feels like I'm the only one putting any effort in. I mean, any time I try to get you to commit a decision, you avoid the issue, or you screw up so spectacularly in the vain hope that I will never ask you to do anything again. Do you even want this wedding? Because it sure as hell doesn't feel like it to me.
No! I don't want a wedding. I don't want a wedding. I want a marriage.